I wanted to tell you how we, by sheer chance, gave birth to a political movement of young adults in Germany. We maybe found a little antidote to Trumpism, and this is how it happened. I think often great ideas are born of the lack of any idea whatsoever. So I'm the editor of a news website called Zeit Online. We are one of the major news sites in Germany. By the way, this was our homepage. After Mr. Trump was elected, we toned every picture red on our homepage for one day. Zeit Online turned 20 this year, and we had no idea how to celebrate our birthday. All we knew was how we didn't want to celebrate with a conference about the future of journalism. We were kind of desperate, and with the anniversary, when the anniversary was approaching, so often great ideas are born of the lack of any idea whatsoever. We ended up with the most trivial thought: why not invite other 20-year-olds to our 20th birthday? How about a 2-day summer festival in Berlin for 20-somethings? We called it Z2X. Because we had no idea, we asked the participants to invent the program. Actually, we were inspired by a famous unconference called Newsgeist. They should apply to the festival with an idea to improve your own life or the world. At the time, even we thought the idea might be a bit bookish. 20-somethings are too busy with themselves and difficult to mobilize. On our birthday, we put up a sign in German. Z2X, the Festival of New Visionaries, got an idea that could make life better. Zeit Online has the festival. 2 days and a night of thinking, planning, debating, and lifting off. To test how serious people were, we not only posted an application form where you had to submit a detailed outline of your idea, you also had to suffer through strange multiple choice questions. Green tea or cappuccino, cello or ukulele, Game of Thrones or Germany's Next Top Model. Within just 24 hours, more than 1,000 people applied. After some weeks, 5,000 20-somethings had applied. After that, we took the form offline. We still weren't sure if they really would show up, but we rent a beautiful old sewage plant in Berlin. Our jury invited 560 of the 5,000 and asked them to develop the agenda. Check-in for the event was set for a very early Saturday morning at 8:30 a.m. All 560 were so punctual, they are Germans, that our Wi-Fi and registration just crashed. They were on average 24.9 years old, 50% male, 42% female, and 8% with another gender. 42% favored drinking green tea over cappuccino, 80% of them preferred watching Game of Thrones. They had applied with a huge number of concrete ideas about the introduction of a worldwide unconditional basic income, about how work should look in the future, about how to make our anonymous cities more livable, about intergenerational equity, about living without money, about aid to refugees, about electromobility. We were surprised at how few digital projects were proposed, and there was nothing about party politics at all. When we are still thinking about the infrastructure we should set up to enable networking once they had arrived, they had long since begun doing so themselves. They didn't just organize their workshops, they also began planning the documentation of Z2X long before they arrived. This generation is often accused of conformity. Maybe it's just decisive cooperativeness. At the end, people were able to vote on 10 finalists chosen by the jury using 1,500 ping-pong balls. Even that worked without any friction. Generation 2X used the ping-pong balls to choose their own stars, like Jugend rettet, for example, a group of students that operates a ship that saves refugees at sea, or Vincent and Martin, who want to present all 18-year-old Europeans with a so-called Interrail ticket, so young people can explore Europe by train for free as a way of promoting the European idea. Only 3 months after Z2X, the EU is giving millions of euros to test their idea. There are several crowdfunding campaigns now supported to support our finalists and many other Z2X projects going on. And another wonderful thing happened overnight. Local Z2X groups were established. One in Berlin had more than 100 members by 8 a.m. Hundreds founded Slack groups. the very same day, so the work's going on. This generation that seems so difficult to organize takes over the organization on its own when it wants to. Apparently, the best we can do as the media is to be a polite host. Often great ideas are born of the lack of any idea whatsoever. We still don't have words for what just happened, and so we just call it Z2X. Thanks.